Hello yogis, welcome back to your mat. My name is Krista and welcome to day 11 of the Spring into Yoga Challenge. Today's class is all about growth and transitions. So throughout our practice today, we may be going through some more difficult transitions. And don't be hard on yourself, just play with it. If you fall, just meet yourself exactly where you are, laugh it off, and jump right back in. Some props that you might need today are 2 blocks and either a pillow or a blanket just for your knees if your knees are sensitive to a harder floor. Check the description below if you would like to listen to the playlist I've suggested for this class. If not, feel free to put on any music that you like. And we're going to get started today in tabletop. So coming on to your hands and your knees, making sure your shoulders are stacked roughly over the wrists and your hips are over the knees. And we're going to use this time to just wake up through the body. So I'll offer suggestions here, but really close your eyes and really just be in tune with what your body needs right now. So just start by shifting your weight forward and back. Maybe keeping the toes tucked under so we can wake up through the feet. And as you shift forward, maybe feeling the wrists. And then start to get the spine involved, really laterally flexing the spine, arching and rounding the back. Moving in and out of cat-cow. Do you move around in this tabletop? Allow your breath to influence your movement here. Maybe coming up on the fingertips. Maybe bending the elbows, lowering your chest down to the floor. Option to also lower one elbow at a time and just think of twisting over to one side. And coming back up and then dropping the other elbow down. Twisting over to the other side. Really feeling your body here. Dropping onto both elbows. Keep finding that cat-cow movement. And come back into table. Option to shift your weight forward, coming into a modified plank. Maybe lowering down through chaturanga. And then pushing yourself back into table. Now come back into a neutral spine. Untuck the toes, sit back onto the heels, and then lift yourself up, coming into a high kneeling position. Roll the shoulders up towards the ears, back and down. Interlace the fingers behind your back. Stretch out the arms, reach the chest, the sternum bone up towards the ceiling. Big breath in. On the exhale, release. Bring your hands onto your hips. Step your right foot forward into a low lunge, keeping the back knee down. Inhale, raise the arms up overhead. Sinking the hips further to the floor. Exhale, hands down to your mat. Just begin to shift your weight forward and back, moving in and out of a half split. So as you inhale, rippling yourself forward into that lunge. It's okay if the knee creeps past the toes here. And then on the exhale, straighten through your front leg as you send your hips back. Yeah, keep moving with your breath here. The back toes can stay tucked or untucked. It's totally up to you. And the next time you find your lunge, inhale, raise the arms overhead. Bring your hands to heart center into a prayer. Lean the crown of your head forward and then twist to the right. Try and hook your left elbow onto the outside of that right knee. Breathe in this twist. Really squeezing everything into the midline of the body. And then inhale here, raise the arms overhead. Exhale, hands down to your mat. Kick that right leg back behind you, coming into a three-legged tabletop. Tuck your back toes under the left toes. On your exhale, draw right knee in towards the chest. Inhale, press into the hands. Lift the left knee off. Extend the right leg behind you, three-legged down dog. Exhale, draw right knee in towards the chest. Lower that left knee back down. Inhale, three-legged down dog. Exhale, tabletop, curl it in. Move nice and slow. Inhale, one more time, extend. Exhale, step right foot between the palms. On strong legs, begin to raise the torso up. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Crescent lunge. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Lean your body weight forward and then twist towards the right, coming back into that prayer twist. Option to take your gaze up towards the ceiling. Breathe. On your next inhale, rise back up through crescent lunge. Begin to shift your weight into that front leg. Lean your chest forward. Start to fly the arms back behind you and fly the left leg behind you, coming into airplane or warrior three. Try and keep that left hip rolled down. Keep squeezing the shoulder blades together. Beautiful. Now start to draw left knee in towards the chest. Come all the way up to stand. Draw the knee up towards hip height. Raise the arms overhead, stork pose. Drop the left arm beside you. Make sure that arm is externally rotated so the thumb is pointed back, the palm is facing out. From here, start to bring the knees to touch. Grab a hold of that left foot to the inside arch. Start to kick that foot in towards the hand. Once you can't kick anymore, then start to hinge forward, finding dancer's pose. Yeah. Try and keep your gaze onto something steady. And then inhale, slowly come all the way back up. Stork pose. Exhale, fly the arms, warrior three. Bend that standing leg, step the left foot back, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands down to your mat. Sweep that right foot back, three-legged down dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Slow, steady breathing. Come high onto the toes. Bend the knees down towards your mat. Come to sit on the heels, high kneeling position. Now we're going to do that on the other side. Interlace the fingers behind the low back. Inhale, raise the sternum up towards the ceiling as you extend the arms. Finding a nice stretch across the chest, maybe into the biceps. Exhale, come back to a neutral spine. Release the hands, bring them onto your hips. This time, left leg steps forward, coming into your lunge. Inhale, raise the arms overhead. Exhale, sink the hips. Breathe. Keep that right buttock engaged here. Exhale, hands down to your mat. Option to keep the back toes tucked if you need to. Moving in and out of our half splits. Your whole exhale brings you into your half splits. Your whole inhale draws you forward into your lunge. Move with awareness. Move with intention. The slower you move through these transitions, the more challenging it is, but the more strength you'll build in the body. Last one here. Come back to that low lunge. Inhale, raise the arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Draw the crown of the head forward and then twist to the left this time, hooking right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Causing those opposing forces between the right elbow and the left leg. Breathe. Hug that low belly in. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, hands down to your mat. Send that left foot back to come in line with the spine. Keep the right toes tucked. Exhale, draw left knee in towards the chest. Inhale, push back, three-legged down dog. Exhale, drop the back knee down. Draw left knee in towards the chest. Inhale, three-legged down dog. Exhale. Inhale. This time, step your left foot between the palms. On strong legs here, inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Sink into your lunge here. Bring your hands to heart center. Draw the crown of the head forward, prayer twist. Breathe. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Let's find our warrior three on this side. Shift your weight into that left leg. Step the back foot in halfway if you need to. Fly the arms back behind you as you raise that right leg. Breathe. Hug your belly in. Stay here for one more breath in. One more breath out. And then slowly rise all the way up. Draw knee to chest. Raise your arms overhead. Stork pose. Let's find dancer's pose on this side. Drop the right arm beside you. Thumb pointed back, palm facing out. Grab a hold of that right foot to the inside arch. Option to stay here or start to kick that foot into your hand and then hinge forward. Reach that left arm forward. Breathe. Slowly start to rise all the way back up. Stork pose. Exhale, warrior three. Move nice and slow. Drop that back foot down, crescent lunge. Breathe in. Exhale, down, hands down to your mat. Sweep that left leg back behind you, three-legged down dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here. On your next inhale breath, send the right leg up into the air, three-legged down dog. Exhale, draw right knee to right wrist. Lower your hips down, coming into pigeon pose. Yeah, so just really slither that back leg further down, drawing your hips closer towards the floor. And from here, if this is uncomfortable for you to sit like this, Then think of bringing that right hip down onto the floor, and then that back leg, just slightly bringing a bend into that leg. And that might just ease a little bit of tension off in that pose. So wherever you are here, we're going to keep it moving. So staying onto the fingertips, take a big breath in here. And then exhale, lower your chest down. Move nice and slow. Inhale, raise the chest up. Exhale, lower the chest down. Think of pushing the shin into the mat to lift yourself up. And then exhale, lower down one more time. Inhale, let's lift back up. Settle here in your pigeon pose for just one more breath here. And one more breath out. Place your hands onto the mat. Tuck your back toes under, lift your back knee. Press into the hands so you can lift that front knee, draw it in towards the chest, reach it up and back, three-legged down dog, and then drop it back down, downward facing dog. And let's do that on the other side. Inhale, left leg reaches up. Exhale, find your pigeon pose on this side. Left knee to left wrist. Trying to creep that left ankle towards the right wrist, but it's not necessary. Just feeling what feels best in your body here. Spend a few moments just feeling. Option is stay here, or again, drop that left hip down and then just slightly bend the back knee. And you can do the same thing from here. So wherever you are, coming onto the fingertips. Take a big breath in. Slowly start to lower the chest down. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale. Inhale, press the shin into your mat to lift yourself back up. Exhale, lower down. This is the last one. Inhale, let's rise up. Hang out here at the top of pigeon just for a breath or two. And then exhale, bring your hands to your mat, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Draw that left knee in towards your chest. Inhale, three-legged down dog. And then drop that left foot down, downward facing dog. Come high onto the toes. Bend the knees down towards the floor. Big toes to touch. Let's find a child's pose. Breathe. Slow, steady breathing. And then curl the spine all the way up to a seat. I hope you had fun with today's class. You've built some heat throughout the body, and you really built that attention and awareness to your practice by moving in and out of those transitions with full attention and full awareness. And until tomorrow, thank you so much, yogis. Namaste.